Ahoy, crypto pirates and crypto junkies alike. I'm in my new studio, ready to go, ready to rock this, ready to discuss everything that is Hex, everything that is Pulse. Before I get into any of that, and before I bring up the same old boring faces, I just want to say to the rest of you guys, thank you for being here. Peter Danis, Bali G, we got Azholer, we got Pay Me Hex, Flames, Mel Tony, Flames, Cast Roulette, T800, Mark Kasha, of course, Finn Bear. It's always good to see you guys. Always good to see you guys. I apologize for the delay. I was actually going to start it just a little bit early. What's up, Blackwing? Going to start it just a little bit earlier, but fucking boomers and tech, man. So disappointing. I had my stream all set up last night, ready to go for this morning. And what does Captain do? He goes in and starts it instead of his own and then deletes it and screws everything up. So I have to go back in. Every time he touches this, I swear it's like putting a monkey at a keyboard. So I have to go back in and fix everything after the fact. And I know he'll appreciate hearing that. So I texted him. He didn't text me back. So he must not be too happy with the text that I sent him, telling him that he needs to clean his shit up, needs to un-F his shit. So let me go ahead and bring these guys up. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Happy No Markable Day.
Yeah.
Hey.
Kind of applause to that. So
no, barely crafting today, so
I don't like it.
Make it.
I don't like change, and I'm not happy with this background.
Yeah.
No, we got to say no.
Don't like it. Don't like
we need
it.
The books.
So thanks, Valiant Brand. I appreciate the nice setup comment, and it is good to see Valiant Brand. Hexmac, yes, I know we are dual streaming. It's that whole monkey with a keyboard thing I was talking about. So the captain F's up our shit every time he messes with it on the back end. And so then I got to go back in and try to fix it later. So I'm going to go in and try to do the right thing going forward. I know where he was trying to go with that, but he screwed up my stream that I had pre-set up last night trying to do this. So it is what it is. So.
Yeah, isn't this episode 41B because it's the second half of the one that we got rug pulled at the end?
The whole 5, yeah, right. That's a good point. Well, actually, that would be 40B.
Oh, 40,
because
40B.
Last episode was 40B. Yes. Yeah, the captain thought, because I pulled myself down off the screen for a minute, he thought that we were. He wanted to pull himself off the screen, and he couldn't pull himself off the screen off of his phone. Monkey with a keyboard again.
Oh, so he pulled himself off. Gone. Indeed.
Yep. And so I was gone, and so he thought I got rug pulled or something, like my internet connection went down. So he just ended the stream. I'm like, man, these guys. Yes, we know we got the double stream, so let's get the double stream, double pump. Let's go.
Oh man, so, can you believe this? Pump now.
Yeah. It's
not good enough.
It's happening too quick, in my opinion.
Too slow. But it's not breaking out enough.
Oh, what? Henry. Oh, Henry.
When 10 cent. That's all that matters.
4 weeks.
4 weeks is too long.
Days, not weeks.
Yeah, it could happen at any moment. Like,
someone in the chat's calling the police on me as well, so I don't know what I've done wrong. Ops, police must be American.
I would call police on you like anytime. Just say it when.
And that's why you don't know where I live.
Just say it to me, and we get something arranged.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to pull this down right now. Trying to pull down the other one since.
Okay.
So how about that chat? The brain smooth brain level. I'm actually, charting it. All of a sudden, somebody will lay on the mic in the Pulse chat. They'll lay on the mic for like an hour and start going off on UFOs and carrying laws for firearms in Afghanistan, and it goes fucking weird. And then finally, and thank you, Nenad, for coming in and bringing up the IQ level in that chat back up to where it should be, which is much higher than mine. Because really, all of us should kind of get active and patrol that chat, consider it our own.
But how are we going to get the news out about aliens unless people do it in random chat rooms across the internet? Like,
you got a good point.
Yeah.
Here's a funny thing. I combated the guy and I said, dude, I've been listening to your drivel for like a half hour. You've been laying on this thing. You haven't mentioned a pulse at all for a half hour, but I told you that Richard Hard has a philosophy about longevity, and longevity equals science, and science deals with UFOs.
Jesus.
That is sound logic, though. You know.
Well, yeah, he got there, and I said, bring it in for a landing. Come on, get to it, and stretched.
So
I mean,
I know he's waiting for a break in our discussion here, but he wants to come on and yell at me. I guarantee it. So I'm going to allow him. So
scolding, really?
He doesn't allow me to do shit. Just to let you know.
No. Oh, it's a war.
Hey.
Don't make me hit the early end stake button here, buddy.
Early end stake.
So, okay. At least you guys weren't talking shit when I came in here. What's up, Papa?
Right.
How's it going?
Hey,
Finish what you're talking about.
That was it. And as soon as you're on deck, we're all up and erect and on deck. How you doing?
I'm semi.
Erect on the deck.
Here we go with the cock jokes early in the morning. Your morning stiffy with
Papa Boehner.
Hey. So what's up, Captain? You're not in your car today. What's the matter?
No. Actually, I'm getting ready to head out. I sold a business, and the guy's ready to take delivery of the boat portion of my business I sold. So I'm running a little behind this morning, getting the boat ready to get out and go drop it off before I head off to work.
Is that the leaky sabbat in your front yard that you've been leaving there planting,
It was in my garage the whole time. This has been a garage only boat, and now it's out of the garage and out of the way because my partner here decided that we weren't gonna use a drop shipping company to deliver our t-shirts. I have to go pick up 100,000 freaking shirts and bring them to my house and turn it into a t-shirt factory. So I had to clear out my garage, and I figured, well, what a good time. It was good timing actually, because I sold the business and guess where it went. So that was good. And gosh, look at that. We are having a morning pump. Guys, how does it feel to wake up to an extra penny in your pocket?
6.47.
I'm sorry, a penny and a half. How does it feel to wake up to an extra penny and a half in your pocket?
Not good enough for Henry, that's for sure.
It's not good enough.
No, I agree, Henry. It's 10 cents or nothing for right now.
Exactly.
And,
when 10 cents?
When 10 cents? Come on,
at least people. 20. Come on.
You're missing out on your HEX.
$20.
So Gary of Funding Jim, Gary actually swang by yesterday. Look at that. That is nice though, isn't it, Henry? Look at your staker. Isn't that nice?
Swang?
Oh yeah,
nice?
Let me have a little check.
Just have a little look. It doesn't look.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. Let's see the reaction.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So anyway, so Gary came over. It was cool to see him. He was out running around in Beverly Hills and rented himself a Mercedes-Benz and was trying to drive around in LA traffic. And yeah, he was having a hard time last night.
He was committing criminal offenses in the fast lane, the passing lane. What the fuck is that about?
He said he was driving in and out of the pay lane. I was like, dude,
not cool.
When you've got money, it doesn't matter.
I guess
you do what you want.
But I told him
it's a rental.
He looked at the map, and the map said it was only like 60, 65 miles to get to where I'm at. And he said, I can get there in an hour. I said, no, Gary, you leave 3 hours. You got 3 hours to drive. And he's like, what? Took him 3 hours to drive those 60 miles.
Yeah, we were on a call yesterday afternoon, and he was introducing us to some friends of his, and and in the middle of the conversation of our business meeting, Captain goes, Gary, are you driving? Or are you parked? He goes, I'm parked. He says, you better get to driving. You're not going to make it in time.
That was at like 3 o'clock. My show doesn't start till 7.
Yeah.
That's how horrible it is. And then BitBoy, did you guys see the BitBoy stream? Have you talked about
Around the Blockchain? Around the Blockchain was the show that she was on, and man, Nerd Girl killed it. Gave a great example for everyone to live by going forward, that hey, if you were part of the gatekeeping or you didn't see it till now's the time to get in. It's been life-changing opportunity for so many people out there. So
yeah,
you just called them out on their shit as well. Like influencers, crypto influencers especially, are just didn't even see the Wolf of All Street stuff, and he was defending dumping on the market. He was like literally like, yeah, I bought early, so I just sold into a pump and posted it. It's like you're just admitting what is 100% wrong with crypto. It's like you post something to dump on your followers' head, and it's like, but he didn't think it was wrong, so he defended it by saying exactly what is wrong with this whole industry. Like, yeah, it's messed up.
Well, because that's their normal behavior. That's normal. He was speaking like he thought it was okay to say what he was saying. Because these influencers, they've got theirs. They've made theirs, and they get paid on the side too. And they've got the inside scoop on everything that's going on out there. So they get to dump when they want to dump. Oh, good. And then they don't have to warn their people, and they dump on their damn heads. I mean, it's just, it's a horrible norm that's going on out there, and they're all guilty of it. All of them.
What about that follow-up video that he released where it's like kind of like Pablo Escobar says, I will put myself in my own prison. It's like he's like, we will get to the bottom of this whole influencer scandal right away.
Yeah.
To be fair, he calls himself the Wolf of All Streets. So anyone following him is an idiot because his influence is the Wolf of Wall Street. And I'm sure you've all seen the film.
Ridiculous
and it's about dumping on plebs heads. Like, so his whole Twitter name he's got 500,000 followers, and it's like, yep, he's just doing he is doing exactly what he's saying he's doing, but he still tries to defend it as if it's a normal
behavior.
Yeah,
like it's normal behavior. Like it's okay. I'm gonna dump on you guys. You should expect me to dump on you guys. To expect anything else is you're the one with the problem. That's the new defense in the courts, where some of these TV personalities and stuff that put fake news out, they're actually going to the courts and saying no, and their defense is, and it's literally worded something like this: no respect or no rational human being would think that anything that I'm saying is true. And that's their defense. That's their fucking defense.
But
no rational human being would think that what I'm saying is true. They've gone to court for this shit, for these guys lying and telling, fake news stories and literally lying to the public. And they say, well, no, really, we're just here for entertainment, and anybody reasonable shouldn't believe what we're saying. And that's their damn defense.
The best thing I saw was like one of his tweets. And I'd love to give the guy credit who called him out. I don't remember what his name is. One of the guy's tweets, when he put it out, he was like, the Wolf of All Streets put it out, and he was like, this market's pretty illiquid. So he said that the buys went in, and he sold $1 million fucking into that market. So he made the market liquid so he could fucking sell into it.
6.48, guys.
Oh my goodness.
And these people still believe what they say about HEX.
So do we have just one stream live, or do we have 2 streams live?
I think
6.
I think it's just
I guess it's just one.
It's just one. Good. Yeah. Because what happened, KNTX, the reason I was coming on is because it looks like you do have the YouTube channel open, but I actually remembered I started our YouTube now streams through Restream, so that the whole network thing can happen, and so you won't have to click on the YouTube stream again. That's why that was clicked off.
The RTMP. I deleted it out of our channel YouTube. It's not a big deal. I came in this morning though, and my stream was started last night at for 5 minutes and then ended. So my stream had already ran for 5 minutes last night. That's why I was giving you a hard time.
Oh,
so
I wonder why that one hurt.
I had to restart my whole stream. I had to reset up the whole stream with all the algo tags and the titles and everything.
No, I don't know.
It worked out well.
What happened?
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh man. Oh, look, it's afternoon where you guys are at, right? That looked like a beer. That just looked like a beer. I was like, wait a minute, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning here, but that's right.
You got to start the day right, you know.
Mine's a vodka Dr. Pepper.
Oh, nice. That just doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound.
It isn't right.
But hey, prune juice and some vodka, right?
Are you kidding? It says here that it contains 41 fruit flavors. How are you calling it prune anymore? Come on, get with the times. Them whippersnappers don't like the prune.
They don't like prunes anymore.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Whatever.
That's gross, Joe says. All right, guys. Well, I literally just popped in here to give you guys some shit. I've got to roll, but have fun with our pump. The DS pump's going on here. We're at 6.47 cents right now, and I'm sure today is going to be an exciting day. I think the pump is in. I do think the pump is in. If you haven't got in, get in. This looks like it's going to be the pump.
I think you're right.
I'm looking at how long this has been going on. From the captain's TA, get in now. Get in now. I've done well before, so I've got as good a record as anybody out there. So
I'd say better. You haven't come on stream except for one successful and about to be 2 successful products or projects, because one of them won't be a finished product at their release. It can never really be. But you've come out publicly for this, and you've got 100% track record right now. So I think you're doing better than most influencers out there.
Yeah, doing better than BitBoy, Wolfs, all you guys, all of you wrecked plebs, I should say, or the guys that dumped and made cash. Your wallets are fat, but your viewers are wrecked. Viewers, come on over here. We'll show you how to get that back. 50% of the time, the captain's always right. Sometimes I am. 50%.
He's our broken clock.
Right.
The famous words, the famous words from Anchorman, 60% of the time, it works every time.
Yep. 60% of the time.
That makes absolutely no sense.
It makes all the sense.
But the pump is coming. Here it is, and I think it's in. I don't know. I wouldn't miss this one, guys. I would not miss this one. All right, have a good one. See you guys on the Friday night hangout.
Hey, buddy, we'll see you.
Adios.
All-time high versus BTC again.
All-time high versus
Ethereum.
Well, it helps that BTC's at 50% of its all-time high right now, so that helps us. And then we have it didn't take a whole lot of pump to get us back up to that whole all-time HEX versus BTC. So
Bala G said that BitBoy bought back in. Is that true?
I don't know. It plays into the narrative that Richard keeps saying. You guys go ahead and sell now and then buy back in higher later.
That's silly not to, though. He would be silly not to.
That's one of the topics I wanted to bring up. I think Gary Funding Jim, as most of you know him, and the captain hit the nail on the head last night. So you guys, regardless of whether the USD appreciation, which I think is still going to happen with HEX, I think it's inevitable. I mean, the supply is just getting locked up longer and longer, and the average stake time is getting longer. The amount of available liquid HEX on the market continues to shrink while everybody's finding out about this and more people want to buy in. So I think that's inevitable that the USD price is going to continue going up and to the right. But even if it didn't, let's just take it flat. And we've said this 100 times before, but even if it stays flat, your $1,000 worth of investment today with the T shares, you're still getting paid trustless interest. So you're still making 14 to 20% based on short stakes. That's short stakes, guys. Long stakes, you're getting almost as much as 60% for 15-year stakes right now. I don't think people understand. If you're beating 7 to 10% returns, which is what you can get on the high end in a good market with the NASDAQ and some of these other markets out there, you're beating that with $1,000 of economic energy just off of your interest alone, and that doesn't even price in your USD appreciation. So those of you who think you're getting in too late, there's no such thing as too late with this. The share rate is always going to ratchet up, and your gains are always going to be proportional to how early you got into the system and how long you locked up that money. So you guys who think you are late, you are so far from wrong on that. So
this is why you can never actually be late in HEX. So even if we got to a point where the price was stable, like it hit, say, $100, and it never went above $100, you're still earning the APY, and you're still really going to be earning better APY than you'll earn anywhere else. So even if the only economic prospect was the fact that you're going to earn like 10, 20% APY a year, that's still that's a great return. That's better than you're going to get anywhere else. Like in the market, like
yep.
The returns, let's not forget, are compounding. T-shares is a system that approximates compounding interest, and that's very powerful in the long term. So
same sales pitch at any price, guys. So true.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like you get onboards on in the 4-cent range, and they're calling you up now, thanking you for getting in, thanking you for enlightening them to this stuff. 6 cents, same deal. They're going to call you back at 2 cents more, and they're going to say, "Where was this all my life?" And in 18 months, when they're rolling in it, they're going to be laughing and saying, "We're true Hexicans. It's all been great. I feel like an OG myself."
We've had a 500% increase in less than 2 months.
Yeah,
like that's insane. Where else are you going to get that? Plus, on top of that, you're getting 4% APY. Potentially, if you're staking long enough, or 10%, it doesn't really matter. Like, who's giving you an APY on top of a huge increase? Like, even if you said to someone, like, in a year's time, you're going to get 40% more for your money. Okay, you're going to have to stake it for 6 years or whatever, but like, you're going to get 40% more for your money. Like, no one else is offering that in the market, which is trustless, decentralized, like, has no admin keys. Like, yes, you can go to these other places that will give you like 10, 20% APY, but you have to send them your crypto, and you don't own your crypto anymore. And they could go bust. Like we've seen it before. These companies go bust, like they just disappear. Like they disappear out off the face of the earth. Like you are in complete control of your finances with HEX.
Yep. 100% uptime.
Even the short stakes, you earn like, how much was it yesterday? 12%.
Yeah,
12% on short stakes.
Insane on short stakes.
That's an annual return, or APY, for a short 1-year stake. And your HEX per T share yesterday was 6.133. So we broke that 6 HEX per T share. Thank you.
What?
Because of early end stakes.
And
I love it.
Oh my
God. The best thing, guys, is those early end states are only going to get more and more as that price goes up. So like people will be like, "Oh, I'm going to end that because I need to cash out." And the best thing about HEX is like these people are cashing out. There's lots of people cashing out, and what's the price doing? It's still going up.
Yep.
We dropped for like 2 days. We dropped for 2 days before it went back up again. Like,
we had someone that was selling 19 million HEX. I don't know if Cabana had it in here earlier. I think he might be back to selling again. I haven't been watching the sales. I just running sideways is good enough for me. Yeah, that's exactly the way I look at it, because it's getting bought right back up. As quick as people can sell it, it's getting bought back up. And there's more buying than selling when the price continues to go up, and you're seeing these huge numbers in USD value being sold.
Yeah.
He's down to 18. Okay, so he's got 18 million left, it looks like. So
mice nuts.
The best thing about that though, once he's sold that 18 million, right? Give it 3 months and it'll cost him at least double to buy that back. So once he's sold, he's never buying back in at the same level. And then yes, he probably will buy back in and sell again, but it's like the amount of hex he'll have will be so much lower. And this will happen throughout time until everyone's like just sitting there with like a few million hex.
Yep.
And there'll be whales.
So I mean, what are you doing with your life? You could just do short stakes and earn like with 20 million. That's like 40K a month.
Yep.
No. Yeah. Yep.
So I will just do the quick math.
All of you guys, do some quick maths for us real quick. All of you Hexicans, do go vote on Twitter, the Real Vision current poll. I just put the link in the Twitter. They've got 250,000 followers, and we got derailed. We beat ADA and who's going to have the biggest gains on their last poll. So, it was too close. So we're going to include both this time. And so they redid it. So, okay, so I guess we're doing this again. So let's go blow everybody out of the water. Right now we're in third place out of 4 and ADA is winning. So let's just go ahead and let them know. And there's more comments from Hexicans than there is any other comments from any other coin in there. But let's go ahead and hit that up. Go check out that link. Make sure it gets seen. Let's show up like the Hexicans do on Twitter.
Get in there and vote.
Vote 12K.
Yep.
You know that ADA is dying. In a bear market, ADA is dying. It has no product. It's not finished.
Your fake promise to release smart contracts in August may be too late. This may be over already. So
it will pump hard because it's the ETH killer, like everything is, and then it won't do anything, and then it will sit there for 3 or 4 years again in the bear market, and they'll pump out the same narrative next time, and they'll be like, and it will pump again. Henry, it's just making money. It's money for them.
Henry, didn't Hoskinson go on vacation for the bear market?
He did
resurface.
He was just like, I made a few million out of that last one. Let's leave it again. Let's not do anything. Let's wait for the next bull market, and I'll go on stream again, and then I'll sell again. I'm sure he's selling. Let's be honest. These people are selling.
I give any of you guys permission, if me and the captain disappeared during a bear market, to slap us when you see us in person.
No, we'll do that anyway.
The problem is, like you disappear in a bear market, you're still earning APY. So
we got someone here
you could
saying
disappear for the rest of your life, and it wouldn't
I love this guy.
You don't need to come back.
I love Hex. You guys are wrong on ADA. Ha ha ha. Oh yeah. So the millions of dollars that were raised in 2017. What has been done with that money? Well, not much development has been done. So, but I have seen Hoskinson travel the world and drink yak's milk in Mongolia and wannabe crypto Twitter influencer girls sit on his lap. But other than that, I haven't seen much else get accomplished. So, I mean, if you want to fund something like, if you want to fund that guy's lifestyle, go ahead. That's cool with me. I don't mind. I'm cool with that. But I'm gonna stick with the thing that pays me trustless interest.
And it's audited 3
That's all that needs to be said. Yes.
Yeah.
Hex bear markets are over in a few days. There you guys go.
Oh, it's so wonderful to be right.
Yep.
It's so wonderful to listen to that comment's a prime example of the crypto narrative where it's like they're sold this bullshit and they believe it so much.
Well, here's the thing. They BSC just forked Ethereum and beat ADA to the game, to their own game. They beat them to their own game, and it works just fine. I mean, it's a little too centralized for my liking, and I don't like the people behind it. I don't like what they've done to crypto. But it just goes to show that you guys can waste all your time with the higher level education system type building out, but that doesn't do. So here's the problem. If any of you guys have ever ran an actual business, here's the thing. Crypto doesn't understand how the real world works. If you've ever built a real business, you don't let perfection be the enemy of launching your product. You launch your product and you fix it along the way. These guys have had plenty of time. They've got plenty of precedent of how this can work, and from other systems that it's working just fine on. And you can take as long as you want to try to perfect it, but all you're doing is you're hurting the people who invested in it. That's literally all you're doing.
But KNTX, I think the business model in crypto is completely the opposite. It's like they need something to talk about to pump it. So it's like they deliberately don't release finished products so they can have a roadmap, and they be like, we're going to do this, and then they don't deliver, and it's like, oh, it hits the price a little bit, but then they're like, we're going to do this now, and it's like, we've got these partnerships. That's the business model. Like, it's 99% bullshit. That's what it is.
Like, would you work if you received like $20 million?
No,
and you have the control of them. Like,
100% not.
It's so hard to work if you have money.
And if you know that you can release something to say that we're going to be doing smart contracts every 6 months, and that pumps the price, and you're sitting on a bag of it, and you can sell into that. Like, why would you?
Yep.
Why would you?
We've got people that know nothing about the inner workings, the mechanics of how HEX works, and just the chart alone is getting people on board. So people want to buy into something that number goes up, and I can't wait for us to be able to be testimony to a bear market. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing HEX is missing at this point in time, is to survive a bear market.
You know what I like the most about your new background, KNTX?
What's that?
You're coming in at true scale to the rest of us.
There we go. It's true.
Yep. Yeah. You're a tiny guy. And that's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a little guy. Just a little guy. I'm not winning any height contests, that's for sure. But now I'm only
standing.
I'm only 5. Yeah, I'm standing. I'm standing. And this isn't even a counter height desk. This is only about a 2.5 foot desk. So
well, I'm short on KNTX.
There you go. So I'm only 5'9" and I'm 200 pounds. So
that's not short. Come on.
Yeah, 5'9" is not too short.
It's
RG3 is like 5'1",
5'2" at best, I think, with high heels, with his platform shoes on.
Pumps.
Actually, he and I are probably about the same height. So in all reality, it's Brizology who started making the jokes. Who's like 5'3", so it's like
5'3".
I don't know about that.
5'3" is short.
Wow.
I'm like 6'2", say 5'3" is.
You're 6'2".
Yeah, but you're like 140 pounds soaking wet with a handful of quarters. So,
what's that in normal weight, like stone? What's that in kilograms?
That's not normal weight. That's not normal weight. So you're what?
Normal for English people. I'm like 13 stone.
13 stone.
We don't know what that means, man.
What the hell
not even
is
metric.
that?
Well, we invented everything in this world, so like you should learn the actual proper metrics.
Stone.
I will say, when you learn the metric system, it is a lot easier to calculate things, because everything. And I don't know about stone. I couldn't tell you the first thing about stone, but you guys are also the idiots that created hands, measuring horses in hands. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard of, but it was still done.
They like to pet them, so they said.
We just like to make things complicated, so that it seems like we're better,
more intelligent. Yeah, you guys like to be the intelligent guy in the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Your damn aristocracy put the fucking K in the spelling of knife.
Yeah,
that's stupid. Just so that we plebs couldn't read in your high-priced books.
When poor people can read, they can make money, and that's not what we want.
That's right.
Yeah, I love how you've just put yourself into the aristocracy of modern times.
Well, look,
have you seen
I'm getting to that money now. Like,
Yeah.
so.
Point,
If you've
point
seen
to your
his
coat
I
of
need to
arms.
protect my own way.
What?
If you had his Staker app, you would too, Papa B.
Oh, but I was wondering, Henry, can you point to your made-up coat of arms behind you, the one that you bought at a garage sale, and now you're going to
Which
claim
one?
as your own?
The worst thing is, this is not actually a lie. I was actually looking up coats of arms the other day, and I was like, "Do I have one for my name?" And I was like, "No." But in America, they like to make up coats of arms for people. And I was like, "Oh."
I have my real coat of arms. I have it on the wall right here. I sure do. My family name and my heritage.
You're going to dox yourself, you know.
Well, if someone can figure out my last name from my coat of arms, I'll pay you. I will pay you. I'll pay you 10,000 hex if you can figure this. I'll pay you 10,000 hex if you can figure this out.
That's not enough. Guys,
fuck you. That's $1 million worth of future value.
But $10,000.
I'm not giving you my name. My surname.
Okay. It's a. Okay, I think I got it. It's a lion breathing fire out of its eyes and ears and nose.
Did you buy this from an American site?
Is that a griffin? Is that a griffin?
Nope. This is originally from Germany. So I will give you guys that. We're German.
The Schweinhund family.
The adults.
Schweinhund.
He was Austrian.
Jawohl.
I stole it off of the Sound of Music. That's where I got this. You know, the hills are alive and all.
Yeah. Mit der Sound of Music. Come on, Maria.
I have to.
I like that.
Leave
I'm gonna have
alone.
to do that.
Peter's got to leave.
Yeah.
You gotta leave?
Yeah, you know, still something went on in my job.
All right.
Jobs.
Tell them to shove it and come back to us.
Fuck yourself. I'm quitting.
And then Hex retraces.
Don't ask
I'm
me
back.
for this ever again.
I'm gonna post this in here. Hey, we'll see you later there, Peter. Good luck,
Bye, Peter.
Mate. Take care.
So, yes, if someone wants to alter my my family crest, are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Sound like I was breaking out there for a second. You guys were frozen on my screen for a second. If anyone wants to alter it to have the Hex logo in there, that's cool with me. I'll put it in as my background. This is from Theta, so Theta's not coming through, but Sandaju said Baden-Württemberg logo.
All right.
I have no idea what that is.
My next guest was Der Wiener Schnitzel.
The Wiener Schnitzel?
Das ist gut, ja.
Beer market.
That's what Captain. That's what Daddy Uncle Kevin says. Uncle Kevin says beer market.
Kevin probably speaks German though as well, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Kevin speaks every language.
That's what I'm thinking. Like genuinely, I assume he does speak every language.
Yeah, fluently. By the way.
So I can tell you guys this much right now. Motley says screenshot Google Images KNTX docs. If you find my last name, then we were not royalty. I'm going to tell you that much right now. So we were not royalty. So it'll be very hard to find. We come from a little known place that people even in Germany aren't even aware of. So,
but they had enough money to have a coat of arms. So you probably, if you dig hard enough, guys, you will be able to find it.
Good luck, guys.
About their pumping dumping.
Their pump and dump. Yep, that's right.
I thought it was Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, I will be blown away if someone. But you guys don't throw it on a stream. DM me and I'll pay you the 10,000 hex. Would you guys be shocked if I told you my last name was Skula?
Is that like
Schuler?
Richard? Like Richard?
Schuler?
You're related to Richard then?
Would you guys be surprised?
Yeah, this is my shocked face. Whoa, is it?
I wouldn't tell you if it was.
Oh, so. Great. Well, then I guess all of our names are Schuler then.
We're all Shula. We're all Shula.
It's like the Spartacus. You know, we're gonna be put on the cross, and there's gonna be 10,000 of us, 40,000 hexagons, and the Romans will come and they'll say, "Who is Spartacus? Who is Schuler?" And all of us will say, "I'm Schuler.
I am Shula." Yeah. That's awesome. I do like the idea that they came up with last night, that when next time Richard gets the opportunity to speak at a blockchain conference and us Hexicans show up. What's your crypto? What's your crypto? Hexicans, what's your crypto? Just like on 300. That would be awesome.
Man, so, I cannot wait to turn up to a conference with all you guys.
Me too.
Like, especially a Bitcoin conference. Like,
can we pre-book in all the seats? All the seats.
Oh, not all. No, we don't want all of them. We want like a third.
I just think
because it's a bigger impact. We want people there like to feel shit.
No, we want to heckle the entire time. We'll just sit there with our arms crossed, going, false, false.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I know there's gonna be some bullshit calls out of the middle of the crowd when some people are talking.
But it'd be nice if the crowd there as well had some Bitcoin people in there who were like, "Oh, I've been told that I should only buy Bitcoin because it's so good," and it's like it's shit compared to every other cryptocurrency, just on gains alone. And then let's not even talk about technology.
I can't do it, HEXMAC. No Heelys for me, bro. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. But the top hats and Rolexes for sure. But but I think we're going to have to sneak into these things, man. We are going to get banned, like Motley Investor said. We're going to get banned to the point where we're going to have to wear like Hex t-shirts underneath our nice button-up shirts and then like Superman it. Yeah, like,
we're only get banned after like the first 3 or something. You know, we've got a good couple in us before we get banned. And then we just turn up under false names.
So close, Bala. So close. So close.
Schuler Wiener Schießen.
I think it was Wiener Schaften.
Wiener Schaften.
Yep, we will have to double shirt for sure. So we're gonna have to pull a freaking Superman chest on these mofos just to get in.
If you're wearing a shirt like this, you can just hide the logo.
Yep.
Just patriotic, like just send your American. Like just be patriotic all the time.
Yep. You can, Sandiju, you can buy, he says, or they ask, can I buy Hex on a non-DeFi exchange? You can buy it on Changely. So you can buy it on Changely. That's probably the cheapest way right now. I was moving dust bags I forgot about. I totally spaced that I had some, it's not a lot of money, but I wanted to move it into Hex before the run up. So I was using Changely and it worked really, really well.
Oh,
so,
speaking of dust bags, how are your dust bags, KNTX?
Better.
Yeah?
Almost 100%.
All right.
So, good. Yeah. This healing process, man. I don't want to get into too personal of things, but there's a reason why we had complications. So.
Oh.
Did you get into it?
I don't think anyone's that interested in it. So
you were supposed to do that.
I can read between the lines.
What does that mean? What does that mean? That I got a sex change? Is that where you were going with that? Like,
no, I was just saying that you've maybe got a little bit intimate with your wife.
Oh,
that might have delayed the healing process.
We did it at home. We did it at home with we boiled all of our instruments. Yeah, we didn't use a butter knife. We used a paring knife, but we did it at home. And she had she ingrains on wood with a wood burner, and so we used that to cauterize the ends. And so,
of course, you would, yes.
At least you were safe. Like that's all that matters.
Yep.
That's right.
Alfredo sauce is kind of at an all-time low in terms of availability. I'm sure you make your own, don't you?
I'm not even.
KNTX special sauce.
I'm not even going to answer any of that. So. They're talking about buying guinea pigs.
Popper enjoys that special sauce.
I'm trying to eat breakfast here, Papa.
Oh, Hex Monkey.
Yeah, I'm the. So Stylist said here, Richard's brother. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I'm the less successful, the less bright version, but I am better looking, so I'll give myself that until he disagrees with me. So, and he's welcome to do that when he wants. So, I'm cool with it.
So he's the toilet paper roll, and you're that little thing that goes through it and holds it onto the rack.
It is what it is, you know.
It is what it is.
Happens. So
you got what you got. You know, make use of it. You've been reproductive enough.
Hey, I'm still winning the genetic lottery over him. I got 4 kids. How many kids does he know about that he has? He may have some, but he just doesn't know about them. So
yeah.
So I'm still winning the genetic lottery. I don't care. I'm good. I'm quite happy, and I'm quite happy basking in this trustless interest that Richard Hart so kindly created for all of us.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you.
Yep.
A million times thank you.
I'll thank him when it's 10 cents.
Shut up, Henry.
So
and get your pool cabana ready for me, God damn it.
I've trained in a few gyms. I've done a lot of rolling. I like stand up. I used to wrestle in high school, and that's why I got these messed up ears. And I've got this probably a stockier figure, this hunched over figure of mine. But I like stand up better because you can roll all you want and it's a great workout. But if you're training yourself, I've trained real self-defense, and then I've trained sports, competitive sports, MMA, boxing, and things of that nature. And I'll take the real self-defense all day long. And if you're on the ground rolling around with a guy, his buddy runs up on you and kicks you in the head. So you guys can be the best Brazilian jiu-jitsu artists in the world, and you're going to get your ass handed to you in the real world. And I can show you countless videos of real professional MMA fighters losing street fights. So yep, got those cauliflower ears, flames. Yep, definitely got those. So
speaking of ass handed, we've got 6.5 right now. Thank you very much, everybody. You did it. Wonderful. Keep it going. Keep up the good job.
Yep.
All for one and one for all.
I will say there is an art to knowing how to grapple a guy and bring him to the ground, though. I'm not gonna lie. So there's definitely an advantage to knowing that style of fighting, but I'm just gonna say no one wants to be rolling around on the ground in a parking lot full of gravel and glass. So
nice.
The best thing to do, the number one rule in real self-defense is if you can't run and you're forced to fight, running is almost always the best option because you're going to get hurt even if you hurt them more. But your number one rule, if you cannot avoid the fight at all, is pick something up because it's a lot better to break the tool in your hand than it is to break your hand. So that's real self-defense for you guys.
Set for someone who knows knives. So if they can, if you're carrying a knife and you don't really know how to use it, and someone can disarm you, that's not a good place to be because then they've got a proper weapon.
Yep. If you guys are going to be, if you're going to be training with knives, because we got to get interest from outside the HEX atmosphere and bring people in. So,
of course.
So if you're going to be training knives, you guys need to also be training not just technique with the knife, but you also need to be training your grip strength. So in the gym, you can use that. One of the best ways is to take like kettlebells and use a towel and wrap it around the kettlebell, and then grab the towel and then do your lifting with it. And even just putting it to something stationary that won't come off and trying to rip the towel apart off of the gym equipment is really good for your grip because your grip strength is going to mean everything to you if you're using a knife to fight. So I've trained with sticks through Eskrima. I love the Filipino martial arts. I think they are probably the most effective out there. If you know how, and they train with sticks and then knives and karambits and things of that nature first, and then that translates because of the way that you train with those, the different techniques, they translate to barehanded if you have to. So
I've got a black belt in kendo. So every time I get into a fight in an alley, I say, "Just a moment, let me go get my stick made of bamboo," and they wait there, and I go and I leave. Yeah, that's my tactic.
Yeah, clever. And then you run and you just don't come back.
Yeah, well, I mean, I leave a stand-up cutout of myself just to make sure that they're fooled, and then I leave. Yeah, yeah. Or yeah, an umbrella would be nice. You just stick it right into the throat. That also helps. Or a piece of dynamite. If you have a stick of dynamite, I would light that and put it right down their pants, and then just like in the movies, pow.
So I'm gonna give you guys another tip too here. I love boxing, but it's one of the best. It's one of the most effective stand-up martial arts. I mean, it's tried, tested, and true. The problem with boxing, if you'll notice, boxers have their hands wrapped because they get these things called boxer's breaks. So if you're punching, you are more likely to break your metatarsals than you are to do damage to the other person. So why destroy your own tools? And that's one of the things, if you train with any of the Filipino martial arts, you learned what's called defanging the snake. That's so you destroy their hands so they can't hold the tool. So you have defanged the snake. So one of the best things to do is to not learn to strike with your fist, because I think that's the quickest way to hurt yourself, is palm strikes, because now you've got the structure of the whole forearm and no metatarsals to break, and hammer strikes. And the hammer strikes are cool because you can actually strike in every angle with a hammer strike and do way more damage than you can with an actual punch itself. So
Henry, are you gonna give out the quiz sheets, or shall I? Scantrons.
I just heard hammer time, and I was just imagining KNTX in some baggy parachute pants.
The MC hammer time.
Nice. Dude, I had some, and I had my share of hammer pants back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, I had it.
It's really
just off your face dancing in your parachute pants.
So I know some of you guys are, a lot of you guys in the chat are really into this, and some of you guys are just bored as hell. Marcavelli, you are right. Elbows, you want to cut a guy's eye real quick, elbows are the best. And you can get in, you got to protect the dome. You got to have the cover, but you can dodge in, and you can use that, and you can work those elbows all day long. And I love elbows. They are my absolute favorite thing to use. Absolute, because I'm a wrestler. I feel comfortable getting in close. And I will take you down by the shoulder joint. I'll take you down by the arm. I'll take you down by the back of the head, and I'll break your arm once we get to the ground if I have to. But I will get in there with those elbows, because you want to protect your head. You want to protect that dome at all times, because this is the real weapon. You lose the ability to think, you've lost the fight. So that's the thing to protect right there. And I admit that it's a rare breed of person that actually wants to train this style of fighting, but it's the most effective out there. I trained with a guy who's on the East Coast now. I really wish he'd come back, but we trained for 2 years, taking little gold nuggets from everything, from Kali, from Eskrima, from Krav Maga. We started learning a lot of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We probably could have got our blue belts, but we never sent off the video to the Gracie school. But yeah, it's a rare breed, because you have to be okay with getting hurt and then getting right back up and doing it again. Because even being a good partner in training, you're still going to get hurt. You will get hurt.
Orion, I'm a Shodan. That's all. Just the lowest level. Thanks.
There's a lot of truth to this, Motley. Having the skills to determine where the fight takes place is vital to winning. That is true. So most of the time, your best bet is just, if you've got a better anaerobic and aerobic activity system than the guy that you're facing up against, it's just better to run and just leave them in the dust. So
yeah, and that's the thing as well, is that most people don't realize, especially as you get older, it's like it becomes pointless. It's like, what's the point? It's like, if you've got a good life, what are you fighting for?
Oh, I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah, so like,
it's and I truly believe it's a self-defense more.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like,
yeah, you should know self-defense, like 100%. But like getting in fights is for children.
I agree.
Trying to prove something.
It's more of a father and a husband. In the past, it was because I was a young, dumb, and full of cum, and wanted to prove my bravado and my machoism. But that's not the case anymore, as you guys both know. So, but now, as a father and a husband, it's definitely turned into something different. It's different for me now. It's all about it's all about protecting those that you love. So,
Right on.
hey, I hate to do this. I didn't realize what time it was. I was having so much fun talking about this stuff. But I got to get going, guys. I got a haircut, and I'm got to be there in 1 minute. So, with that, Henry.
Bye.
Outro.
Bleed it out.